raised by like victims or men with like really touching feelings or like you know what I'm saying. I wasn't raised by those type of men. I wasn't raised by the Wellers. I was raised by men that always said keep going no matter what, go forward. Cause you got to understand, my mom got 11 kids. My daddy, he couldn't sit and be in his feelings about certain things because he still got 11 people to feed, plus my mom, plus him, plus his other kids. My daddy got 15 people he got to worry about every day. So he ain't have a chance to sit back and just focus on his feelings and feel certain things. I wasn't raised like that. I was raised by a man who just was like, go forward, because that's what matters. What matters is not sitting and just being stuck in the moment and dwelling on certain things. Like that ain't what life is about. When you living in a king, when you living as a king, it's about going forward. I think I did that so much to the point where
What's your what's your earliest memory? That's great. I ain't never had nobody that question. What's your earliest memory? Like if you could think of your earliest memory, like it's the first thing I remember as far as back I can remember. You know what I'm saying?
my earliest memory was Jonesboro South, my hood, the hood I'm from, the projects I'm from, Jonesboro South. My brother Umfum, free Umfum, my brother, he burned the house down playing with matches. Cause you know when you're in the projects, you got that big ass long metal heater connected to the wall that come in the little snake looking heater. He playing with matches on that and it burnt down the whole building though. It ain't even burned down just our apartment, it burnt down the whole building.
Damn.
That's my first memory, like real life.
You know, coming up, like what's the first time you knew, like that's your first what type of memory would you say that is? Good or bad? Or in between?
Bro, we were raised so different. You too, bro. Men like you raised me. From even if it's from a distance.
Yeah.
I always looked up to real street dudes, real guys who's from the street and this and that. I always looked up to this. So men like I don't even look at that like it's bad.
Yeah.
I look at that like a fun memory. Like, damn, that's how fucked up we are, bro. That's how we raised. Like, this nigga burnt down the house. I don't even look at it like it's bad.
Damn.
I looked up to him for that. Like, damn, but this nigga know how to set a fire.
Burn you some shit down.
But this nigga know how to set a fire. At 5 years old, he know how to set a fire. I'm asking him, how the hell you set? How you do it? Like that's just, I'm telling you, that's just how we were raised, bro. That's just how they feel. That's how we was raised for real.
So
I know you got some crazy memories.
I was just saying when I asked you the question, I was just trying to think of mine. My first one, but I can't. But I would say, what's your first happy moment?
In life,
Yeah.
my first happy moment was when my mama moved out the projects to a house. When my mama moved into her first house instead of apartments, I was like, damn, bro, we got a house. The house was smaller than the apartment. My mama had got a 4-bedroom house. The apartment was 5-bedroom.
Just saying, not feeling so confined no more, like around a bunch of people. Now we got rid of some grass.
Like, but I got I got a yard. I got neighbors, like houses. Like, I'm waking up, get on the school bus in front of my house instead of the project. It was right across the street from the project, though. But so it's just like, but that was like one of my first happy moments, and that I remember, like, as a kid.
What's your first saddest moment?
I used to go with this girl named Santana in Pool Creek. That's when we moved out of Jonesboro South. I moved out of Jonesboro South when I was like 3-4 years old. We moved to Pool Creek, which is right around the corner from Jonesboro South. And I started going with this girl that stayed like 2 apartments down from me. Her name is Santana. I was going with her like, we probably like 5-6 years old, like kids. I was going with her and we was sitting on a bench. And I think I was talking to another girl and she got me and she hit me with a stick, with a sword, with a real log. Scarred me right here and right here. Hit me with a log.
Made you sad?
Yeah, because it was like, dang, she broke up with me. I'm like, dang, I lost my girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. What's the first time you feel like you felt betrayed? like as a kid coming up or whatever?
My first betrayal was like, cause I'm a kid, so I wasn't introduced to the world or like niggas or friends. And shit. You know, you confined to just your household and the apartments you live in. So my first betrayal was probably like my other family members, like me hearing my auntie say, you know, she don't want my mom kids at her house cause we just too deep. Like we got roaches and shit in our house. Our clothes got roaches, so we might come to her house and some roaches might come out of our. Now she got roaches in our house, and I understand it. You know, no harsh feelings, but you know that type of shit. The nigga that I am. That's the type of shit I was dealing with in life as a kid. I was dealing with that. Like my mom got so many children to the point where her sisters and brothers like, man, hell no, we don't even want to deal with y'all. No sir, there's too many of y'all there. They wouldn't even know no bullshit. Just like she like, man, I got a 3-bedroom apartment. I'm goddamn raising my kids a certain way. Y'all over here, y'all grown as hell. Y'all doing what y'all want to do. And like, hell nah, we don't want that shit over here. I want my kids to grow up, you know, a different way. So I get it, you know what I'm saying? But that's the type of shit I was dealing with. Like, that was my first, like, betrayal, just like hearing my auntie say she didn't want us at our house. We carry roaches.
Damn. Hey, shit, we had roaches like.
Of course.
But hey,
my auntie them did too, but they was so small, so she was able to exterminate them. She was able to get rid of the certain. She just got
a little bit.
Yeah, she had roaches just because she lived in the projects. She was clean as a motherfucker. She ain't had them with 3 kids. All them were respectful, cool people, cool kids, all that. So she can contain like what's going on in her house. We just so deep. It's just like y'all finna come over here. We broke a head. We got this smaller amount of food stamps than your mama. My mama got a lot of food stamps because she got a lot of kids. Her mama like, man, we got $300 a month worth of food stamps. Y'all come over here, y'all eat all the goddamn food because y'all just deep. Y'all ain't even trying to do no shit. Y'all eat all the food. Now my family don't, you know, just like that type.
You know, until recently, like, and a lot of people who watching, they probably been watching me, they see like, I ain't different. I feel like I'm different. I know I'm different now. Like at first I was trying to trick myself into being different and it ended up working. You get what I'm saying? So, and I started realizing certain like, damn, man, this how you felt about